Good morning, everybody. How are you? Let's see who's on. Oof. I should have a light on, really. I think it's live. I think it is. Is anybody coming on? Oh, we've got Michelle. Michelle Dewsbury, you've gone and got yourself a gold medal. Laura Wade has got a silver, and Brenda Carr. Brenda is a bronze today. Fiona Mezek, just missed out, Fiona. Well, you haven't really, because you're here and you're going to get a top water tip, aren't you, Fiona? You're number 4. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Katie. Hi, Tina. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Bridge and Teresa and Beth. Hi, Beth. Oh, seeing you soon. That's not, my nail's not come off. I've just done a Thriver blood test. So checking my levels and all that. So who have we got on Instagram? Good morning. Suzanne is gold. Julie is silver, and somebody else. I can know Katie Durag greatly. No, Joe Jobby the joined. I can't work it out on Instagram. But good morning to all of you. And hello on YouTube too. Right, here we have it. Let me just have a look. Let me just move this over a moment. Right, so then, hello. Forgive me, I've just been for a run, more of a plod. Well, with 2-minute intervals. It was 38 minutes of actual running, 5-minute walk, a 10-minute run, and then 8 lots of 2-minute go fasters with a minute walk in between each one, and then a 10-minute run. Get me? I'm doing a 10K app. I want to improve your speed. So Rays in the Peak District. It's beautiful there. How lovely. Ali Joyce saying how it is straight away. I never ever drank enough water until I found you and that water talk. Now I'm drinking at least 2 litres. Ali Joyce, get to the top of the class. If I had a gold star, I'd give you one. Good morning, Anne, all the way from Oklahoma. Oh, isn't it ace? Facebook, I just get people from all over the place, and Instagram, what have you, so fabulous. Right, I'm not going to hang around today. I said I'd give you a top tip on how to drink enough water. Now, when you join my community, say if you join my email list for whatever reason, I send out 6 emails, 1 a week for 6 weeks. When I was in the business world, they say, Sally, do you have an email sequence? What on earth are you on about? No, I never used to email people at all, ever. But in the business world, they say you should have a sequence of 12 emails to go out over 2 weeks. I thought, well, you can do one. I'm never doing that because I hate that. I hate it. When I sign up to something, I think, oh, that looks good. I like them. I'm going to sign up to their email list, to the newsletter, and I get about 10 emails a week. I don't care how good they are. They're off my list because I can't stand it. So when you do sign up to mine, obviously it's free, my email list, I only send, unless I'm doing a promo of some sort, I'd send 1 a week. I said, you get a Friday morning email, and I love writing it. I'm going to write it after this, and I know what I'm going to write about today. I've come to a decision about something, and that's what I'm going to be writing about. So why am I telling you this? I don't know. So yes, so if you, and then when you join my email list, you also get an extra 1 a week for 6 weeks. That's my email sequence. It's a welcome sequence, just to give you a bit about me and my ethos and what I believe in. And I cover 3 different things over the first 3 weeks. The top 3 things I think you can do for your health, the top 3 are to focus on your sleep, to get more sleep, to exercise, so to move your body in any way you choose, and to drink more water. They are the top 3. Now, a lot of people say sleep is the most important, and I could agree. And a lot of people would say exercise is the most important, which I could even agree with that. But I think water is the most important. And do you know why I put it at number 1? It is because the reason I have water at number 1, so please do share this, because you're going to get a top tip now that you don't tend to see on people's lists of drinking more water on how to do it. You don't. So I'm just going to be frank with you. But do you know why I think water should be at number 1? It's because it's the easiest to change. And you'll be glad to know I ordered a new goat skin case yesterday. So that means I won't be open Instagram when you're on the computer. Let me just tilt you a bit. So, hopefully. Oh, look at that. My head's a bit close, isn't it? I feel like I should be back here. I feel like you've got a giant spitting image talking head. Christine Wickham, exactly. Definite water. If you didn't have water, you would shrivel up and die. Well, do you know what? Let me give you a few home truths. I wasn't going to do the water talk today, but I can feel myself maybe dipping in and out of it. If you've ever seen a full-blown water talk, I tell you, you feel like you've been battered after it. Talking about shriveling up and down, well, probably 80% of you lot now, unless you're in my tribe, because I know a lot of you do drink water. Kelly's just said, can I go on your email list, please? You can, but I've not put the link on. So remind me, Kelly, when I've come back in, I'll come and give you the link. I'll write the link. You just pop your email in and you'll automatically go on the list. You can unsubscribe at any time. It's up to you. Now, I've forgotten what I was going to say. See, I love doing these videos, but I understand they can be very frustrating for you sometimes. And now look at this, Jane. I really struggled at waters with verse. Because I've found you, I'm going to have to share that. You can read it yourself. I can easily drink 2 litres a day. Sleep is my problem. I still need to conquer. Need to get to bed earlier. Working ironing smalls at the moment, so catch up fully later. Jane, you know by now, change the need to a want. Well done on your water, by the way. Huge well done. You want to get to bed earlier. Because if you want to get to bed earlier, then, you know, you would. So, but Jane's doing brilliantly. Oh, the water talk is a joy. Tony, I can't say it's going to be a proper water talk, but I'll probably pinch bits out of it. So, right, thank you, Laura. Yes, the reason it's number 1 is because it's easiest. And somebody just said there, Christine, you'd shrivel up and die. Half of you now will have the insides that are quite dehydrated, a bit struggling to work because you don't lubricate them. You're too busy too much drinking coffee and tea in the morning. Don't like water. But honestly, don't even get me going when people say, do you drink water? Because it really is the number 1 thing you can do for your health, because you can change it now. Now, if you've got a problem like Jane with sleeping, of course, sleep's really important, but it's a lot more effort to change, and you can still put the effort in. So you could not take your tech to bed. You know, you could go to bed early, you could start your bedtime routine early, you could not watch Netflix in bed. They're all habits that can be broken, but they take effort. You can make all that effort and do all those things, yet you could still be having menopausal hot flushes all through the night and insomnia caused by menopause. And so it can be really hard to rectify. Same with exercise. You might hate exercise. You might just, you know, be a sofa surfer. You think, oh, I hate walking, I hate fit, I hate doing all that. And you've got to go swimming. You've got to drive your car and put your swimming costume on. Or you've got to get your... I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's vitally important to get up. And I've just been for a run. Didn't want to do it. Did a hell. I'd rather have gone for a walk, but I want to challenge myself. So it's a massive effort. So it really pisses me off beyond belief when I hear people moaning about having to drink water. They don't know what effort is, quite frankly. Oh, I don't like water. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like the taste of it. It doesn't taste of anything. Oh, it makes me wee a lot. I don't like going to the wee. I wee all the time at work. No, I don't like it. Sally, if I drink water, I'm starting the water talk. I tell you, if I drink water, does tea and coffee count? I'll give you tea and coffee, Janice. I'll give you bloody tea and coffee. What do you mean, does tea and coffee count? I'm asking you to drink more water because it's so good for your health. I'm suggesting you do it. So why, Janice, do you sit there and the first thing you think of is, does tea and coffee count? Already you're looking for excuses not to drink more water, looking for ways round it. And people say, oh, honestly, all this shite that you read in magazines, oh, why not get a lovely jug? Get a lovely jug and put ice in it and put strips of ribbons of cucumber in it and lotus flowers and petals and fresh mint. Do all that and have it on your side and it tastes a little bit better. And you're trying to convince the people who can't be arsed drinking water in the first place to tell them to go up to the freezer, get a handful of ice out of it that's going to give you Raynaud's, if you're anything like me, shove it in and then fill it up and then find room in your fridge and peel your cucumber and get it all on the side. And yeah, it all looks really good for a while. And then you don't bloody well drink it anyway. It's sat there staring at you. It's just ridiculous. It is. It's just mad. Do you know what? Hello, so I love your membership. You're such a down-to-earth person. Oh, bless you, Aileen. I love how you just say it like it is. Membership is a fabulous, virtual hug. Thank you, Anne. That's really kind of you. Hi, Billy Jane. Lovely to see you. Good morning, Kim. I've just had a shiver. Hi, Karen. So, top tip for drinking water, because it really is the best thing. Look, I know I might have a wrinkly forehead. I was born with it. You know, I've not had Botox. But I'm not kidding you, although I've just been running. And you know, when you're tired, I'm so tired. I'm like, this is new. That one's new. That line there, I don't normally have that. Let me tell you. Isn't it odd how every so often, every few months, you notice something new? I think that's just temporary. I think I've obviously just slept on it like this. Normally I don't have that. But my skin, every time I do, I do have really quite lovely skin. I'll be honest. I'm not even embarrassed to say it. You know, I've got extra here, which I don't like. So, you know, that sort of makes up for it. But this bit here, I've got lovely skin because it's hydrated, because I drink water. I'm fortunate in the fact that I don't like coffee and I don't drink hot drinks. I'm nothing to do with health. If I loved coffee, I'd be a coffee addict, I'm sure, but I just can't stand the stuff. I'll eat a coffee cream. I'll eat a coffee cream in February when I'm desperate. Sorry, I'm just putting Instagram back on. My case will be here in about 10 days. Yeah, it might be from wearing my sunglasses all weekend. And I actually don't think I drank enough water while I was at Carfest. I know I didn't. So it does make a difference to me. Jill, I totally agree. Anything less than 2 litres, your body's in dehydration. Water is so good for everything. I use a straw to drink water. It's great and I can consume more. I cannot tell you the difference drinking water makes to your health, to your mind, to your concentration, to your weight loss, to your fat loss, to your you imagine, you know, look, you know, when you see a basil plant or a peace lily, we've all got a piece in. There's one on there at the moment that's a bit not bad. Sorry, these aren't used. You're having the carpets cleaned, so a bit of extra furniture's in here. But you know, when a peace lily hasn't been watered, a plant or a basil plant, and it's all like that. And then you go and water it. Within an hour, it's just come out of itself. If you're not drinking enough water, literally you're inside your kidneys, your heart, your left ventricle, your capillaries, everything, your lungs, everything's all struggling to work, all because you don't like the taste of water. Your body is 74% water. We're fluid creatures. And yet we don't feed it water. And you imagine all the processed shit you put into your body day in, day out, week in, week out, coffee, you know, processed food, sugar, ice cream, crisps. I'm not saying don't do that. Fill your boots. But if you want to make a difference to your health, forget about doing a 49-week body transformation. Forget about counting points and sins and all that stuff. Focus on getting water into your body. Now I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to give you a top tip on how to drink more water. So what you do, I've got a selection of water bottles here, but I'm going to show you my new favourite. I changed them. Chile have bought, look, I've even got my name on it. Look at that. Chile have bought out new water bottles. I'm not affiliated with Chile at all. I used to love a Chile bottle. Look, there's the Chile. 500 mils. They're made different. So, stainless steel. The new thing with the new Chile bottles, they've got a handle. Because I've decided I like a bottle with a handle on. So how do you drink more water? You fill it up. And yes, filtered water's better than tap water, but tap water's better than nothing. Don't listen to these pious shites who go, you should never drink tap water. It's bad for you. You should only ever eat organic food. They do my head in. Yes, sorry, Instagram, you're going to get fed up with me. Oh, it's really gone with sticky stuff. I've got a new case coming. It's professional setup. I'd love to eat everything organic. I would, but I don't. So there, shove that up your organic pipe. So I do eat quite a bit organic if I can, but I just don't. It's just not, you can't do it, can you? Well, I'm sure you could if you really, really wanted to. Same with tap water. I have a virgin water filter, which I love. And if I did before I had that, I had a Brita filter that I put in the fridge. And I'm not thinking when I go to London, I'll drink tap water when I'm in a Premier Inn hotel room, you know, so I'm not fussy. So all you do, now listen up, this is how hard it is. Now, can you imagine if I was trying to get you to sleep more, if I was trying to convince you to do a 10K run, how much effort that would take? I just want you to go in that mindset for a moment. Imagine I was going to get you now to train to do a 10K run and we had 10 weeks to train for it. And all of you, I was trying to convince all of you to do a 10K run. She had to go and buy some decent trainers. You have to get the right kit. You have to do all that stuff. You have to do a training program. You have to run 3 or 4 times a week. You have to get up early and do it. You have to rearrange your calendar. You can't go out drinking the night before on a Saturday because you've got to run on a Sunday. All that effort. Can you imagine? So just compare that to what I'm about to ask you to do. So how to drink more water. You get your bottle, you fill it up. This has got water in it. Now, this is a bit of effort. You take the lid off like that. You take it off and you do this. And then if you're feeling like you really want to push the boat out, you can put the lid back on. And then you put the bottle down and you go about your business. And then like 20 minutes might pass and you'd think, oh, God, that's a really big effort, that. That bottle was really heavy. Don't like the taste. And a bit more might pass. You know, half an hour might pass. Oh. It's a bit of an effort unscrewing this lid. Go about your business. How does that compare to training for a 10K? Really? And the amount of you, I'm not kidding you, I've no patience with any of you who don't drink water. I've no patience. I'm not interested in your shite excuses. I don't like it. It does tea and coffee count. I don't have a right bottle. I don't like tap water. Well, don't drink it then and have shriveled up kidneys and have a face that looks like it's been left in the sun for 4 years, you know, without any sun cream. It's your choice. You get headaches, get tired, don't be as productive as you could be, all because you don't drink water, because it's too much goddamn effort. Don't even waste your breath trying to convince me of your bollocky bullshit excuses. It does my head in. Now, if you want less effort, this is the hardest effort one. I'm going to give you now one that takes even less effort because I'm like that. This is even less effort because I want you to drink more water. A bottle with a straw. A bottle with a straw, bogey bottle, available on Amazon. Now, I had these for ages. When I started drinking these, nearly everybody in my membership bought them. Do you remember? Karen, Chadwick, I don't know if you remember then, but loads of you bought these. They're a lot cheaper than chili bottles. Chili bottles are about 25 quid, stainless steel. I'll go on about that in a minute. So this bogey bottle, right, comes with a straw. It comes with an attachment like that. It comes with 2 lids, or it comes one with a straw, a plastic straw. So literally, this is how hard it is out of a bogey bottle. You sat there working. You pick it up. You don't even have to unscrew a cap. That's a big effort, that, isn't it? Do you know what? That's quicker than it took to put one trainer on. It really is. It really is. So good. Leanne said, I'm glad. She feels like she's been given a bollocking by mother. And some people won't like it, but I'm not bothered. If you don't like it, read those magazines that say, oh, it's good for flushing out your temperature. You know, it regulates your body temperature. It gets rid of your toxins. It does all that. And go and put some fancy fruit, put it in a lovely glass, make it look like a gin. You know, go and do all that advice because do you know what? You're not doing that anyway. So it doesn't matter. You won't follow my advice and you won't follow theirs. So it's up to you. But I'm just want to highlight how bloody simple it is drinking water, and it is the one thing I consistently do. And I didn't drink enough over the weekend, and it does make a difference because I was drumming a lot, because you do go to the loo a bit more, but I'm not bothered. Get extra steps in. Now, let me tell you, when you do start drinking more water, if you go from drinking not a lot to drinking a lot more, then you will go to the toilet a lot more for a few days. That's just, right, can I explain why that happens? Now, it's not a scientific explanation, because you know me, I'm not qualified in anything. Well, I've got my psycho proficiency. I am actually a natural juice therapist, and I'm a level 2 fitness instructor, but I don't have any other health qualifications or coaching qualifications. And people might say why you go to the loo, but imagine, this is my made up analogy. You know, when we have a really hot summer and the ground, the soil is rock hard. Now, I know there's a walk that I do that goes over some fields, and you know where all the cows congregate at the gate, and it's been raining or it's been a bit wet, and it is just full of muck and cow shit, and it's just horrible, and you got to walk through it and it's muddy. I hate that. But it's all, you know, it's all, the grass is lush and green everywhere because it's been raining, you know, and that's how it is. You imagine when it's not rained for 2 months, because we do get that sometimes, don't we? And that same field, that same corner of that field, I walked it this summer. It was rock hard, and it was a pleasure to walk across, but it was rock hard, and it was cracked rock hard mud. You know, literally you wouldn't want to fall on that, because you'd do yourself an injury, scraping yourself half to death. And it was literally rock hard. If you don't, that's because the ground hadn't had water. That's what your insides will be like. If you don't give yourself water, all your artery walls and your vein edges, I don't even know the terminology of them, they're all going to get hard and brittle. And that's the analogy that I use. Imagine them to be fluid, and they're all going to be hard. But what do you think is going to happen when it pours it down for the first time? So imagine you've got all hard inside, obviously not really hard, but they're going to be dehydrated, so they're not working efficiently. So you think, oh, Sally says I've got to drink more water. That's it, I'm going to drink 2 litres today. So all of a sudden you go and shove 2 litres down your neck. What do you think is going to happen? Because all your insides aren't ready to absorb that water, because it's not used to it, it goes right through you. And that's why you go to the loo 100 times a day for the first few days, cursing me every time. But if Sally's doing med, I've only just been to the toilet. Jesus Christ, I need another wee already. It's only been 20 minutes. And you go into town, you've got to go to the public toilets that you never normally have to do. I'm not bloody doing this bloody water. Don't care what Sally says. She's doing me head in anyway, northern tosser she is. So, but it will happen. Just like when we've had a long hot summer and we go and get a massive thunderstorm, what do you think happens? You see it. Everywhere floods. The ground cannot absorb that water. It cannot absorb it. It's too hard. It needs to keep doing it, or it needs to rain gradually to start softening the ground. And then once the ground's soft, that's when it can cope with the thunderstorm. That's when it absorbs the water. And that's exactly the same. This is just my analogy, using my common sense, is that, because I know myself, I know if I go for a period of not drinking water, I need to go to the loo a lot more. But if I just drink water lots every day, sorry, Instagram, I'll thank you for your patience, Instagram, that you're still here. 18 of you still on watching. So that's it. So that's what's going to happen. When you start drinking water, you're going to go to the loo a lot more, but it is the easiest thing. Now, I went through a stage of having these plastic bottles. They're not to use them time and time again, because I couldn't get a metal one with a straw. Now, I got these because I bought a Love Island bottle once and it broke eventually. And I was amazed at how much more water I drank because it had a straw. I was absolutely amazed, because I'm not being funny, taking that on and off is too much effort for some people. So having it as a straw, so I just continually sip it throughout the day. But I noticed another game change for me was the handle. That's why I stopped using my chili bottles, because they didn't have handles. I should have brought my old one up. But now they've released a new edition ones with handles. I carry it around whenever I leave this room. I carry it. When I go into the kitchen, I take it with me. When I go into the car, I take it with me and put it in the side of the door. Take it with me. I carry it around all day, a water bottle. And if I go upstairs, I don't, if I just go upstairs to get changed, but on the whole, I take it with me. Now, plastic are fine, but this is BPA free. So you do need to get a BPA free bottle. I mean, they've got all these little measurements on there. I completely ignore them. I make sure I drink 4 of these a day. 4 of those a day minimum is what I drink. And I don't go to bed until I've had at least 4. I actually do like 5 because I had to do 2.5 litres. So, but never go in your car with a plastic bottle. Well, you can do if you want. Obviously, it's not going to blow up. But never leave a plastic bottle with water in. Do you know what? I'm so sorry. I'll have to look for a stand tomorrow when I'm giving you top tips now to get more steps in. That's tomorrow's talk. Top tips now to get more steps in. You can imagine, can't you, what it's going to be like? So, because the heat, it can release the chemicals from plastic can release into the bottle. And also, it's not nice drinking warm water. When it's been a nice day, don't ever drink warm water from a plastic bottle. That's why these are brilliant. Now, you don't have to spend on a chili bottle. You can literally TK Maxx, can pick stainless steel bottles up for £5. They might not be as good quality as a chili bottle, but they still do the job. A lot of them keep them cold for 24 hours and hot drinks hot for 12 hours. But I love it. I love my chili bottle. So Tina, I totally agree with you on the straw bottle. I find at work, I can just grab my bottle on the move. It really does. Brilliant. Hillary's got one, stainless steel. Yeah, Leanne, that's what I found, that sometimes they do have a tendency to leak the straw bottles. Any recommendations? Great to receive. These haven't leaked, I must admit, but I've snapped the thing off, so it's really hard for me to get this up. So I do need a new, and instead of getting a new one, I saw Chili had done these, so I do it. I just want to know if any of you are convinced to start drinking more water. So Emma, absolutely brilliant, Emma Government, on the 2nd pint of water watching this. Also just top my dog's bowl up with water and water my plants watching this. Emma's just watering the world. I love it. Yeah, water is a health drink. And don't waste your money on this super water, vitamin water. Bloody, I can't understand people always buy water from shops as part of the shopping. I can't get my head around it. You see the bottles and bottles of water, and people just buy bottles and bottles and bottles of water from the shop. I don't understand it. I'm not judging it. I just don't understand when you can have you can get a Brita water filled for 15 quid in your fridge and use tap water. Why be buying all that plastic? Occasionally when you're getting your meal deal or something, I can get my head around it, but not as just like people buy milk and eggs and bread. I don't. So Lynn Vivas, she's in membership, already had 1.5 litres today. Can't beat Cooperation Pop, as my dear dad called it. Don't understand people that hate pure, undiluted water. No, it is. But a lot of people don't like water, but get a grip of yourself. It's so bloody good for you. It's not good, it's a necessity. It is a necessity. So stop wasting time trying to use it up, putting it in a fancy jug, making it look like a gin, putting petals in it and dandelion leaves to make it taste a little bit better. Just go and run the tap and drink some water. Now, I personally prefer filtered water, so I have a virgin water filter, but and that's what I prefer. So if you're at all unsure or you join late, here's another demonstration on how to drink water. There's none in, so I'm pretending now. I'm done. Instagram, I'm going to leave you there. Oh, look, I hadn't thought to do that. But you're seeing not a good angle to look at me there, is it, Instagram? I look like a giant yellow iceberg. Look at that. Jen just arrived back from Portugal. Look at me and drank loads of tap water. Now I'm still here to tell the tale. Exactly. Sharon Ratcliffe drinks 2 litres a day. Didn't before March last year, but before she met me, Sally. Well done. Yeah, I'm not a fan of drinking from plastic, but all I'm saying, if that's what you prefer, you continue to do it. You do you, people. And if you do prefer doing a big jug with fresh mint in and cucumber slices and having it and filling a 2 litre jug up and putting it in the fridge, if that works for you, then absolutely do it. But don't sit there going, I don't like water. I'll just drink tea and coffee. Because apparently for every 1 coffee you drink, you've got to drink 5 cups of water the same size just to bring you back from the dehydrating effects of coffee. So I'm not saying don't drink coffee, but what I am saying is drink the water. So if you're on my email list, you get a bit of the water talk because I send a video out. Cat Nat, I love that name. It is just purely a matter of getting into habit. I need to make myself no excuses. So Cat Nat, I want you to do it today. None of this I'll start on Monday, shite, next week. It's not a diet. I'm not asking you to start counting points and eating quark. I want you to drink water. You can start right now. After this video, start doing. I've got an app on the watch, but I don't need to. I just need to drink 4 of these minimum a day. So another top tip, and this is a good tip, I know I'm taking a piss a bit with the other ones, but the reason I do that is because it befuddles me how many people don't drink water because they don't like it. I haven't got time. I haven't got time to keep going to the toilet. Have you heard yourself? With your excuses? I haven't got time to keep going to the toilet. But you've got time for your kidneys to be all dehydrated and your body not to be working efficiently. And then you're complaining about that your hair's dry and your skin's dry and that you're aging quicker. Bloody hell, fire, But a top tip, I take one of these to bed at night, a full one. So I don't drink when I get into bed at night. So I finish whatever I've got left in it in the day. And at night, when I go up to bed, I make sure I fill it up. And I fill it up and I put it by my bed and I don't drink through the night. So when I wake up in the morning, while I'm getting dressed and having a wash and doing my tea, it's only half a litre, 500 mils. I make sure I drink a whole one of these before I've left the bedroom. And that means, I could be at 6:30, 7 a.m. in the morning. So that means I've only got 3 more to drink throughout the whole goddamn day. Come on, people, it's not hard. It is not hard. Don't you dare tell me that drinking 2 litres of water is hard. And do you know what? And if you don't drink water at all, don't expect to be drinking 2 litres the first few days. Start with drinking half a litre. Start with doing a litre. Give yourself a couple of weeks to get up to 2 litres. I tell you, you'll thank yourself. And then notice the colour of your pee. Because if the colour of your wee in the toilet is the same colour as this jumper, you're not drinking enough water. Absolute spot on. Got a Wilco filter and starting today, says Willow. Lovely. Less tea, more water. Brilliantly. Herbal teas are great, but they're all still just, people say does tea and coffee count? Obviously there's water in them. But stop looking for excuses, because if you're looking for excuses and there's something as important as water, you'll be looking for excuses for everything you do in your life. I guarantee it. You will. You'll be looking for shortcuts and ways out and ways to just jib out stuff. Just drink your goddamn water. It's only 2 litres and report back. Right, I'm going 33 minutes. It's more or less been a full-on water talk, and I wasn't going to do that. So, I don't ever want to offend anybody. So if this has made you a bit bent out of shape, I can see there's an angry face on. Sometimes people do it by accident, so don't worry. But if I've made you a bit angry, I'm not bothered, quite frankly. It just means that you're not drinking water and I've touched a nerve and I'll be getting on your wick. Well, let me get on your wick. Look at this, Melanie Turnbull. I convinced her in March to drink because we had a big intake to the tribe in March. So loads of them. It's the first thing we get them to do. Forget fitness, forget giving up food, forget not eating chocolate, forget not drinking wine. You carry on. When you come into my membership, literally you get a sheet. You drink water and you get your steps in. And that's all we want you to do. And this is it. Melanie is living proof. You convinced me in March. Now I've drunk 2 litres ever since. But I do enjoy your water talk. Thank you. I mean, that Melanie has changed her habit. And I know Melanie will do it for good. She's created long-term change. But it'll have taken her since March and she's done it. And her body will be thanking her for it. But do you know what? It's not just your physical body. It gives you a win. It gives you a little mental win. Do you know what? I am drinking more water. I used to be shit at drinking water. I used to just drink coffee every morning. I never used to drink water. You'll hear yourself telling your friends. I want you to be aware of this. But do you know what? I drink 2 litres every day now. I'm dead chuffed with myself. I want you to acknowledge it and be bloody chuffed with yourself. So I'm talking to Instagram down here, you know. So be really, really pleased with yourself if you're doing it, because it's a bloody big life change, I tell you. Might not feel like it. Mandy, I've made a day with this chat. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Well, I'm chuffed that you've turned up. I really appreciate your time. So I'm going to do more of these lives. I've made a decision about my business sort of plans that I was going to do this year. I've changed them. So I'm going to write my email about it now. Do you fancy how to get more steps in tomorrow? Do you fancy how to get more steps in talk? Can you imagine what that's going to be like? I can even give you a demonstration. So if you want that, let me know. Look at that, Annette. I like my water straight from the tap, but it was warm over summer, so really dropped off. But now it's cold up north again. I'm back on it. Get on, get in. Well done, Leanne. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, please. So yes, Jane, I'm more than happy to do a chat on steps tomorrow. So I'm just going to do more. I love doing these live videos. I hope round about 9:30. I'm not doing a set time because I don't know what's coming up in my life, but I'll just come on. So if you're on YouTube, please leave a comment. I'll come and have a look. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, I don't know if you can share it on Instagram, but if you're on Facebook, please do share it. I just want to reach Mandy in Maidenhead. I don't know anybody called Mandy in Maidenhead that should be sat on the sofa, pissed off with herself, drinking a coffee, eating a hobnobs already, watching morning telly, thinking, oh my God, the children are back at school and I can just sit and do sweet FA, or, you know, I've got to go back to work. And she'll be feeling crap about herself. Mandy and Maidenhead and loads of other people like her. I just want to reach people like that and tell them it doesn't have to be a 12-week plan. It doesn't have to be doing a half marathon. It can be something as simple as filling a goddamn water bottle up and getting it drunk in the day. And that is called self-care. That is making an effort. And when you start doing little things like that and getting those small wins, you start to see the magic happen. How do I know? Because I see it time and time and time again with you lot and people in monthly membership who obviously I work a lot closer with. Hey, Jane from Maidenhead. Jane Dawson, do you know Mandy from Maidenhead? You might, so if you share this video, it might get to Mandy. And that's what I love to do, is to, I don't want women thinking they've had a shit summer, they're hating themselves because they've done nothing but eat and drink too much because they've been stressed with the children. And a lot of my followers are in the 70s, so the grandchildren. I don't want them thinking, oh, I feel a fat cow. Oh, I'm going to have to go back to Weight Watchers. Right, I'm going to phone Jackie. Jackie, it's Mandy. Do you know what? I'm a fat cow. I hate myself. I'm eating hobnobs now. I can't stop. I've had 4 pieces of toast and some Cocoa Pops. I'm not drinking any water. I've had 10 coffees and it's only 9 o'clock. Do you fancy going back to Slimming World? I need to get this 2 stone off that I've put on. Hate myself. I look a right fat mess. Do you fancy going to Slimming World again? I know we said we'd never go back, but do you know what? It works, doesn't it? I know we've got to eat quark and cottage cheese and count points, but I can't start till next Monday because I'm going out this weekend. I'm going to get shit-faced. I'm no way I'm doing Slimming World till after next week. So I'll pick you up. We'll go. And once we've been weighed, don't forget to wear your jeans on the first day, Jackie. Wear your jeans, because then next week we can wear our leggings and we'll lose weight then. Even if we haven't really, it'll look like we've lost weight, so that'll give us a buzz. But do you know what? I'll pick you up. We'll go and get weighed. We know all about it, so we won't stop to class. We'll just pay our £5 to get told that we're fat cows. Yeah, and then we'll go to the chippy on the way home. Or do you want a Chinese? We'll do that, and then we'll start properly. Monday night we'll get weighed. We'll have a chippy, and we'll go to the pub. All right then. Yeah. And then we'll start on Tuesday. But I'm not drinking water. I don't like it. That Sally can fuck off. All right then. Ta-ra. I can't help myself. I know that happens because I did it for 30 years. So, Jane, get this video shared because you might reach. Let's all reach Mandy and Maidenhead. You know, let's reach Karen and Clitheroe. Let's get them. Share this video and let's get us all drinking water. Sod the point, sod the diets. Let's just start with the basics that we know works. All right then. Sylvia, we know all this. Don't ever eat your dinner until... I'd never used to eat on a Monday. Never mind eating my dinner. I didn't used to have my lunch. I didn't eat at all. I wouldn't even drink water on a Monday when I knew I was going to get weighed at Weight Watchers because I knew it weighed heavy. So I wouldn't eat anything. I'd have it all in the 3 hours when I got home. I'd have breakfast, lunch and dinner all in the space of 3 hours in the evening. Right, Linda says, I bet there is actually a Mandy in Maidenhead. Should we find her? And Karen in Clitheroe. That's all my people are made up of. I just love normal women, real life women with real life shit going on in their lives, but encourage them how best to deal with it. And the first, best and easiest way is for you to deal with yourself. All right then, lovelies. I'll see you tomorrow. Please share it. And thank you so much for showing up. I'm hugely grateful. Oh, Instagram's gone off. I forgot about Instagram. Instagram, you've gone off and I've only just noticed. There's still 8 of them left on. Thank you so much. All right then, I'm finished now. Lots of love. Cheerio. Bye. See you tomorrow. Similar time, maybe. I'll end on Instagram first. Ta-ta. Right, I've got my concentration face and now I'll end on here. See you, Jane. Bye, Liz. Bye, Billie Jane. Bye.